So pretty much the plan, I decided to make some traction bars for my truck instead of spending a whole bunch of money on them. So I bought a 10-foot long section of 1 1/4 inch black steel pipe. Cut it in half, so 60 inches each side. This is recommended for my truck. And then on one end, I took a 1 1/4 inch T-fitting for the one end, and I plan on cutting a coupling in half, welding it into there using a 3/4 inch to 1/2 inch reducer. And then I have some of the leftover fuel line from my AirDogs lift pump that I had gotten, and that ends up threading up nice into the inside of this. Well, it's a little bit tight, but once you get it going, it's nice. And then that'll give it a nice little rubber grommet type, or rubber, you know, for the bolt on the inside, so that doesn't wear out. This is all just kind of stuff sourced from the local Lowe's. So that'll go in there. This will be on the inside like so. It'll be welded, each end will go in like that. And I'll thread it in and then tag it with little welds. And then the bolt will go straight through. I think it'll work out pretty well. And on the other end, I just grabbed a little short top link from the local Tractor Supply store, cut it in half, and it fits in perfectly in there, and I'll end up putting some rosette welds through there and then getting a nice bead around the outside. So I mean, it looks just like what it is, and I'll make some brackets and weld them up to the frame and weld them up to the get them hung up with leaf spring hangers, and I'm assuming for about $100 it should end up being as useful as something I would have spent like $700 on. So just a little bit of my time, and I mean, I find this kind of stuff fun anyways, so like it's enjoyable figuring stuff out in my head while I'm doing it, and then seeing it start to come together like that. So I'm just gonna be sitting here kind of grinding out on metal and getting stuff cleaned up for getting ready for welding and stuff, and I'll start putting them together. And then once I got that and I've got the length and everything and I got them all put together and figured out, I'll just put them up on the truck and kind of just figure out, I believe that it should come right at the bottom of where the frame angles down and then it goes flat. So I'll probably make a little wedge hanger to like hang down on there, but I'm really just gonna wing it and see what happens, and kind of just you know, make it when I see it there, because I won't really have the hanger fully figured out until I know exactly where it's gonna be hanging and where it's gonna go. So that's pretty much the only thing I still have left to figure out, and I mean, as soon as I get it there, it'll be good. That was a spur of the moment decision, but I felt like it might a little bit Might end up making the transition look a little bit smoother when I end up making that wall bead there. The only thing I gotta worry about is making sure that's centered, but it's pretty tight on. But yeah, that should smooth out that a little bit so it just doesn't drop straight down onto it. I'm probably gonna run on the inside with my drum sander, whatever the heck it is. I got just over an inch size on that thing, so you should be able to set it right down on it flat, and it'll make it flush right on the inside. Get rid of the weld bead in there. But I don't know. That seems like that's probably a good idea. Check and see if that was actually worthwhile. I mean, this edge is still, I cut it with a sawzall, hacksaw, whatever. So it's not the smoothest cut. It wasn't done on my chop saw. But yeah, I think that most definitely looks a million times better right there than just a sharp edge. That'll work out well. Perfect. I have a feeling that this edge isn't fully straight, so I think I'll grab this quick. Actually, that's pretty freaking straight. A lot better than I thought it was. It's just a snake ridge right there, through here. It's just that one area right here. We didn't match. I should have marked on the inside where to grind to, but I mean, it's a little bit longer it looks like, but I think that's salvageable. picture of this quick here. Okay, so that'll weld right in there. Just make sure it's flush when I do it. And I'll probably just throw a magnet on there to hold it in place. I got some little tiny, I got a little 1-inch clamp I can just actually throw right in there and hold it right against the wall, so that'll work out. So if I did that, I think I can only thread in the tubing to right there. And okay, that's perfect. I can cut each piece of tubing to 3 inches exactly because it'll line up right on the edge of this. So that works out perfectly. That just means that I need to make the bracket. I guess I could put this in further though too and weld it, but I like how it looks just sitting there right on the edge. Those two line up pretty well. So that would be about 1/4 of an inch. I'll check it with my caliper later on, but actually I can just check it here. I've got it out here. .266, so, and I'm sure it's probably just a slight bit. Yeah. 1/4 of an inch. So I'll make the bracket for it. The outsides of the bracket will be 3.5 inches then. So I got 4" by 6" is what I was gonna make the tie plates out of. A 1/4 inch 4 foot by 1 foot, or 4 inch by 1 foot steel there for that. And then for like the hangers to hold the heim joint in this little doodad that I'm kind of crafting up, I got the 3/16 inch by 2 inch bar stock steel that I was just gonna cut off hunks of it, drill the 1/2 inch with my step drill, and weld them on. They'll be welded onto this for the back, for the rear, which is, in my mind, this is the vision that I had. This is the part that goes into the rear, so that'll end up being welded right onto the tie plate. Let me get my things, my bolts in there and there. I'll mark them out more precisely then. And then this will be hung off of here. I would imagine about that high. So that actually works out perfectly because I think with both sides in, I can just weld straight off of the side of here, and then I'll put some gussets on the back end to support it a little bit and keep it from flexing in and out. So I think that's gonna go crazy. I think that's gonna work. I was so confused. I thought this was cast for a while until because it was with the black iron stuff and it looked like cast. I'm like, why the heck would they have cast over here? But it is actually the black iron stuff. So, and it even said so on the packaging. I was like, I had to look, so I was like, that looks like cast, but it's not. But yeah, I am very happy seeing this starting to come together. Sorry, I got ADHD. I'm all over the place sometimes, so. But we'll get her done. It'll just sometimes it takes me a little while to get going in the day.